Welcome back, all you lovely people. I am excited this week. Normally, I watch movies so you don't have to, but this probably is a movie that you're going to want to watch too. Maybe. I haven't watched it yet, but I'm excited. And I don't know, maybe I should, after I'm done watching, go back and insert here whether or not you should listen to the rest of the episode before watching it. But you know what? Fuck it. This is Shark Side of the Moon. And just that the title alone has me excited. That is just fucking awesome. And the description is decades ago, the USSR developed unkillable sharks and launched them to the moon. Today, a team of American astronauts will endure the fight of their lives. Just how fucking of awesome idea is that? That is so fucking awesome. And the picture shows a hammerhead shark man. He's like part hammerhead shark and part man. And that is fantastic because, I don't know, I think hammerhead sharks are like the coolest sharks, or just I have fucking nightmares about living in a world controlled by hammerhead sharks. That's neither here nor there. I am pressing play. It's a Tubi original, by the way, because Tubi's being proactive now. They're not just airing or streaming bad movies. They're making their own bad movies. And God bless them. So we start off at a top secret Soviet lab where they're working on the shark people. And the one scientist is throwing meat into the pool of shark people. And they just eat it all up. And apparently they're, being smart. They're very smart and have learned how to speak Russian. And luckily, there's an electric fence to protect the rest of them from these shark people. Except, while he's feeding them from his bucket, his buddy scientist pops up behind him like, woo! Just playing a little prank, but the bucket goes flying into the path of one of the electric fence lasers. And now there's a path for the sharkmen to attack. And they come out of the pool. And they're all different kinds of sharks. There's not just a hammerhead shark. They're all different sharks. I hope one of them's a nurse shark. That would be awesome if there was a nurse shark and it actually was acting like a nurse and taking care of the rest of them when they get injured. That would be fucking fantastic. If you don't do that, Shark Side of the Moon, you have missed out on a grand opportunity. You can do it for the sequel. You're welcome. And so the Russian scientists are all just scrambling, trying to get away from these shark men. One girl takes off her high heels and tries to attack the shark with her high heels. Silly girl, that doesn't work. And so we get lots of glorious carnage in the this is just total sci-fi asylum level shit with just really bad rudimentary CGI that someone probably did on a Windows 95 computer, which is just fantastic, of course. And two of the scientists get onto a space shuttle because they're going to escape that way. Because I guess their plan is just to escape the fuck out of there. This isn't a good plan as far as keeping the sharkmen away from civilization, because they're going to be able to get out of the lab. But some of the sharkmen do follow along them on the shuttle. And there's no hope, so one of the scientists, the one that was a dick and caused all of this, he goes into the area where all the sharkmen are to buy his buddy some time and shoots a flare and lights a cigarette. And I'm not really sure, what that does. I guess it buys enough time because the shuttle is off. Now it's modern day, and I didn't really pay attention to when the whole Russia scene took place. I missed whatever that was previous years. The description said decades, so that doesn't matter. All we know is that the whole Russia fiasco happened a long time ago, and now we're in modern day, and America's about to send their own spaceship up to the moon. And unfortunately, one of the women on board has diarrhea or something from some bad tacos. And so the captain says, we're going to have to delay the flight. And Mission Control tells her, well, we can't delay the flight because, it's going to be months before we can go again. And I don't know, because I don't know the science behind spaceship launches. So I'm sure there's reasons that they can't just, do it tomorrow. So but luckily they do have an alternate. The captain, she's not happy about who the alternate is, and apparently, from the way she talks about him, I'm guessing he's just a complete dick bag. Which, he comes to the site on his motorcycle, so yeah, he's a complete dick bag. If he's an alternate, shouldn't the alternates already be there at the location just in case they're needed? Like, what if, he decided to go off on a bender and, like, fuck some chicks in Tijuana? He should be on site if he's an alternate. But, he makes it on board. And I'm going to call him Ricochet because he kind of looks like professional wrestler Ricochet. And just not completely bald, kind of like just more of a buzz cut. So Ricochet is on board and they're ready to go and they're off into space. There's a lot of astronauts on board and not a lot of discerning like characteristics to set them apart. So I'll probably come up with stuff as, these people prove to be important or not. They might just be, fodder for the shark men to eat. So I'm not going to put too much thought in trying to, name these people. I could always just learn the names of characters, and that probably would be a lot fucking easier, but a lot less fun. So, the only two I will point out is there's like a buff guy that kind of looks like DJ Qualls, but just buff. And he's not like super buff. He's just buff compared to DJ Qualls, who is just so fucking scrawny, if you know who I'm talking about. And then there's a redhead girl. So those are the only two people, plus Commander Blondie, and Ricochet. So we've got 4 astronauts named. I don't think the other ones will turn out to be very important. So everything's going good until they're getting close to the moon, and suddenly there's all sorts of interference and turbulence, and everyone's panicking except for Commander Blondie. She's got this shit under control, and she's like telling them how to handle this, and it's a rough landing, but it's the best they could do. Unfortunately, the satellite that's near them got destroyed. I'm not sure if it... I think like their ship like hit the satellite. I'm not entirely sure. But now that there's no satellite, they can't contact Earth. And, they have really no way to get back to Earth because their ship's like pretty much just like taking a shit now. So, I don't know. I don't know how they will get out of this predicament. Now, some of the astronauts are panicking because, if they can't control or communicate with mission control, ground control to Commander Blonde. Oh, yeah. She's Commander Blonde, not Commander Blondie. Commander Blonde, like Major Tom. I am so fucking brilliant. But, some of the people are like freaking out, like, oh no, we can't contact them. We have no way off. We're gonna die here. Commander Blonde, again, she's calm and collected and tells everyone, don't worry. Because as long as there's like no major damage to the ship, they have enough oxygen and food to last them about 6 months. In which time, obviously if mission control doesn't hear back from them, they're going to think like, oh shit, they crashed on the moon or something. Let's send someone to go find them. So hopefully within 6 months, they can do all the... I don't know. How long does it take to get a spaceship ready and then fly it to the moon? It can't be too long, the actual flight, because when they were on the flight, they said it's going to be 68 hours. So that's less than 3 days to get from Earth to the moon. Is that how... I don't know. I've never actually like really studied into it. So how long did it take the, Apollo 1 through 25? I don't know. How many Apollo missions have we had? Everyone knows Apollo 13, so there's at least 13 Apollo missions, but there was more after that. Anyhow, Commander Blonde, she has faith that, NASA's going to realize, oh shit, they crashed on the moon, let's get this shit as quick as we can and send someone up there to save their asses. And so Commander Blonde, she sets up 2 teams. One team is going to check out the spaceship and just take stock of everything, check how much food they have, make sure there's no damage, while the other team is going to go out and explore the moon to possibly find the damaged pieces of the satellite to see if there's anything they can do. I think it's the satellite. They're going to search the moon for something to make sure to see if they've got any technology that can help them. So the team that's set to go check the surface of the moon find the rover. So I guess that's what they were looking for, was the little, like, moon rover. And they find it, and they're like, all right, let's get this back, because it looks like it's still working. But then the ground is rumbling. Is it an earthquake? No, because they're not on Earth. It would be a moonquake, you idiot. Or I'm the idiot. Honestly, I don't know if they actually said earthquake. I think they might have just said tremors. They're like, and they see something coming towards them. And then it's a fin. Like, oh no, it's one of the Sharkmen. And the Sharkmen jump. And they're like, oh shit, let's get out of here. And they run. Which, I'm glad the filmmakers, who are obviously not going for complete realism, the very least had them, like, run in a very funny fashion. Because remember, they're on the moon. There's no gravity. So they're not going to run the way you would run on Earth. Your movements are going to be all off and shit. So that is... I'm glad that they made them, like, run funny. One of them gets eaten by the Shark Man. And the Shark Man's about to get another one. And then there's a little, like, flare-up that doesn't quite kill him, but knocks him out. And everyone's just kind of staring at it like, what are sharks doing on the moon? Which, okay, completely valid question of why are there sharks? But why aren't they asking the next obvious question, why is it a Shark Man? So my jump would be, is this a fucking alien? Because also, he's breathing the air of the moon. He doesn't need oxygen, apparently. So I would assume it's an alien. An alien Shark Man. Like, okay, seeing a shark on the moon, yeah, that's gonna, like, really throw you off and be like, what the fuck's going on here? But not the fact that it's the Shark Man? Like, it's part man. That would fucking freak me out probably more. Like, it's not a shark, it's a fucking Shark Man. An alien Shark Man. We are so fucked if there's more of them. And Shark Man jumps up, about to attack again. But he's speared by the Russian scientist and his Russian gal pal. I don't know. I mean, I shouldn't assume that they're banging, but they've probably been alone on the moon for a long time, just them and the Sharkmen. So yeah, he's probably banged her. And weirdly, neither of them has, like, a helmet. So they also are breathing the moon air. And I'm glad at least, like, our astronauts ask, are they just breathing the air? Because, yeah, like, what the fuck? Like, okay, yeah, the Shark Man, you might be like, we've never seen a Shark Man on Earth, so this could just be a moon creature. You're used to that. But so, how is it the Shark Man and the Russian humans? Yeah, that was kind of a reach there. But how are they breathing moon air? The Russian's excited because he thinks that finally, after 40 years, so it was 40 years ago, the beginning sequence, so at least now we know that. It's been 40 years. And he thinks, finally, they've sent a rescue mission for him. But no, it wasn't a rescue mission for him. But, they're more than happy to bring him home once the ship gets fixed. And the girl is his daughter. Which is kind of just... Because I was thinking, like, she looks kind of young. She's definitely not 40. Which means she was born on the moon. And as far as we know, He was the only Russian on there. I know I'm being slow so you can do the math yourself, but he fucked a shark. He fucked a shark person, and that shark person gave a birth to a human. I'm sure she's got like some shark features. Like seriously, we didn't see him with like a little kid. And again, like if he's been there 40 years and she doesn't look 40, that means she was born on the moon. And as far as we know, as we saw, he was the only person on the ship. I think. Maybe there was a woman. Was there? No, there wasn't a woman. He was the only one. Because it was him and his friend were the only ones. And his friend went to kind of smoke and shoot the flare gun. And I'm still not sure what he did. So if he has a daughter, it means he fucked one of the shark people. And she must be part shark people. We just can't see it yet. She's human passing. And Ricochet notices as she's walking around that she's got a big hump in her back. And he thinks kind of weird. And yeah, dude totally fucked a shark person. Even though Russian, he tries to claim, like, this is my adopted daughter. Fucking bullshit. She's part shark and she's part human. You fucked a shark person. Which, look, I am not passing judgment. You've been here 40 years, and there's no other humans. So you must have found a shark woman, and you fucked her. And that's perfectly okay. And she gave birth to the daughter. But, you know, own up to it. Don't be like, this is my adopted daughter. You know, fucking, like, you think that makes her feel good? That, you know, oh, you're adopted. Adopted kids don't want to hear they're adopted. They want to know, at least believe that you're their real parent. But on top of that, that she's not really adopted, that's just fucked up. That is all levels of fucked up. Like, yeah, I don't want to admit that you came from the fruit of my loins. You were adopted. I don't want to admit that I fucked a shark person. Dude, just admit it. You fucked a shark person. I think we all would fuck a shark person if we were in your situation. And some of us wouldn't even need to be in your situation. We would just need to be near a shark person and we would fuck it. So they all gather up in the Russian guy's little space car thingamajig. And they're getting ready to go, but then a shark person jumps out and grabs Buff DJ Qualls and takes him off. And, you know, Commander Blonde's like, we gotta go after him. And Russian's like, it is a trap. I'm not very good at Russian accents. But he says that it's a trap, so they can't go. And they can't radio over to their spaceship, because that's just going to lead the sharks there, because the sharks are smart and all that shit. And they really are, because now we see, like, the shark pulling Buff DJ Qualls, and they took his helmet, and he's like, how can I breathe here? Which, I don't know, I'm guessing maybe you can just breathe oxygen on the moon. I don't think they gave him anything to be able to breathe. Maybe because it's underground. But as far as I can see, they're all shark women. Beautiful, beautiful heads and fins of a shark and big tits. So, just beautiful. Oh, now I see why the Russian guy fucked a shark woman. They are kind of hot, I will just say. This is a fetish I did not realize I had. I did not realize I was attracted to shark women, but apparently I am. And they're speaking in Russian, and apparently, you know, they caused the crash of the spaceship because they need the spaceship to put their eggs on, because I'm guessing they got to get off of the moon. They've laid plenty of eggs, I guess. So I don't know. maybe the moon's gonna blow up or something. All I know is that they have to get off the moon with their eggs. Back at Russian Dude's headquarters camp, he's giving them their life story, and apparently he found her, the daughter, when she was young and decided to raise her as his own. I don't know. I'm not buying the story. I still think he fucked a shark person. Obviously, if she mostly looks human. Oh, but did I mention like when she admitted she was part shark? Ricochet was like something fishy about her, and she's like, "You're correct." Although, are sharks considered fish? I don't know. It was a really cheesy joke, but I applaud them for going for it. But no, like I said, she's part human, mostly human. So she had to have a human parent. And he's the only human that's been on the moon for the past 40 years. I am still saying that he fucked a shark person. And then he talks about the history of developing the shark people to fight America and blah, blah, blah. And I don't know. I kind of dozed out at that point. Too much talking. Get back to shark people eating regular people. So Commander Blonde tries to send a warning over to her ship saying like to not try to contact them because, if they do, well, she doesn't tell them that, the shark people are gonna intercept that communication and find them. She just says, you might be under attack, so don't, try to contact us. But it comes out all garbled. And they're like, oh no, are they in need of help? They should have been back by now. They're in need of help. And they decide that, they're going to go search for them. And a hammerhead shark man who's walking by, he hears something, the communication. So he might have caught that and he might be going for them. Not good. And meanwhile, the leader of the shark women, she's just smacking buff DJ Qualls around, asking him where the ship is because she wants to go home to Earth. And he's like, whoa, you're from Earth too? I'm from Earth. And she's like, of course I know you're from Earth. Okay, that conversation didn't quite go that way, but, he's like, I will never tell you. So she has, like, this super buff shark woman, like, really fucking super buff, but she's got a bra on, and she's got boobs, so, yeah, she's a shark woman. And shark women can be buff. Fucking female bodybuilding shark. My God, I am like just learning so much about my sexuality today. I never thought I could be attracted to a fucking bodybuilding shark woman, but this is where we are. And she bites DJ Qualls' foot off, and he's like, oh no, okay, I'll tell you. Russian guy gives the crew a bunch of weapons that are made from like sharpened something or other. The only weapons sharp enough to pierce the skin of a shark person. And they're off to find the shark colony. And meanwhile, he tells them the history of the shark people, and they colonized everything and started asexually reproducing. Which I guess makes sense if the first wave of the shark people that they brought were all men, I'm assuming. They can't, fuck each other. I mean, they could fuck each other, but they're not going to have babies that way. But, so do they continue asexually reproducing? So I would imagine then once, you start birthing females and you have males can fuck the females and have babies? Or does it just, they keep just producing asexually and decide, what's the point of fucking? There's very much a point to fucking, which because I still think that the Russian guy fucked one of the shark women. And if he didn't, I am very, very upset. Hopefully you got that because my phone just said synchronization error. So I don't know what the fuck that was. Something happened. So where was I? I forgot what happened. They reach the colony and they map out their plan, but a hammerhead shark man sneaks up behind them. I don't know how he just fucking like snuck up behind them because he's literally like 2 feet away from them at this point. So I don't know. I mean, in space, no one can hear you scream, but once you're on the moon, are you still considered in space? Because that is a very like good question. Because if you're on the moon and you're still considered in space, then that means while you're on Earth, you are also in space. It's just the way the physics of it work. So the Earth is floating in space. You're on the Earth. Ergo, you are in space. Did I just blow your mind? So they fight the hammerhead shark and they slice his eyeballs off because, hammerheads, they got their eyeballs on the sides of their heads. And so they sliced them off. And the half shark woman, I mean, she's half human, half shark, but the other sharks are half shark and half human. So she's just kind of got like the reverse like proportions of human to shark combo. So yeah, now I'm confused how to. Anyhow, she jumps super high because no gravity and kills him. So 2 people from the team that was supposed to stay inside the ship, they're out looking and they find a piece of an arm that they recognize as being that's that one dude that was killed. I don't know. I guess he had a very distinctive hand, apparently. I don't know. I mean, I guess, it's got to be like one of your crew members' hands, so they start calling for help. Like, where's the rest of you? We've got a casualty. Of course, not supposed to communicate through the radio because the sharks can pick that up and a hornhead shark. I don't know what they're called. They got like a big horn in the front of their head. Rhinoceros shark. I don't know. I'll call him Horny. Horny comes and he attacks and he kills the both of them. The end. For those guys, not the end of the movie. So the main crew are still like going through the shark person colony, and they get attacked by another shark, and the woman, I don't know what to call her, that girly shark, the Russian daughter, yeah, the Russian daughter shark. She knocks the shark on his back and says, "Well, we can't kill him because blood and." Sharks and they sniff blood and that would just draw too much attention. But then she kills him anyways because, she can't take the chance. And they find Buff DJ Qualls and he warns them that, the sharks are going to take the spaceship and fly their shark eggs to Earth and birth all the little shark people to take over the planet Earth. And well, my mind's just kind of going round and round and round and round, round and round. Love will give time. God damn it. I always go to about to start singing into these songs and I don't remember how they go. But again, I'm just trying to kill time as I try to remember what just fucking happened. So yeah, they then come across the eggs and, the humans are like, let's kill them so they don't grow up to be killer shark people that eat humans. But Russian daughter shark, she's like, no, we can't kill them. They're innocent. Humans are terrible too. Should we just kill all of their babies? And, that's a good point. We should kill all the human babies. I mean, no, we shouldn't kill the shark babies because they're innocent. Yeah, that's the proper point. And so they decide, because the shark babies start crying and sets off an alarm. So they go to run, and then suddenly the Russian shark daughter, I don't know at what point she kind of broke off, but now she's in a room with the leader of the shark women. shark people. I don't know. I mean, I guess leaders of shark people, they are a matriarchy. I applaud them. And, Russian shark daughter is upset because, she was cast out. And I think they're about to throw down. And the leader just up and leaves because, I don't know, mad respect between the two or something. And then suddenly, in the blink of an eye, the leader's gone and the rest of the crew's back and they're asking the shark daughter, like, where'd you go? Like, oh, no, she's just trying to change the subject. And then she gets mad because Ricochet kills some of the eggs. And remember, they're innocent. They're innocent little babies. But they don't have time to fight. They get to the surface in the little rover. Well, not the little rover, but the big rover car. And as they're going, a giant shark bursts out from underneath the ground. And it's not a shark person. It's a shark that runs on legs. So it's some sort of shark beast. But it runs on all fours. So it's not a shark person. It's just like a shark bear or something. But Russian shark daughter kills it. So they make it back to their ship. And they're followed by yet another shark man. There's a lot of shark people. And the buff DJ Qualls admits that they know where the ship, that the shark people know where the ship is because he blabbed it to them. And some of the other people get mad. Which, I mean, you gotta consider he was being fucking tortured. One of the shark people ate his foot! Yeah, someone starts eating me, yeah, I'm giving up all sorts of coordinates and information. So, you know what? Fuck you, Ricochet, because you're the one that got mad. If they ate your foot, yeah, I don't think you'd be so tight-lipped. But Buff DJ Qualls is ready to make amends, so he decides to sacrifice himself by running outside with a bomb or something, and it blows up him and the Shark Man. Some sciencey stuff is said, and I guess they're close to being ready to fly the spaceship. But oh no! Here comes more shark people! And they're running up the ramp. They're about to board the ship. What do? They can't take off just yet! So Commander Blonde is still calm, and she tells everyone to just hide and try to make no noise and don't kill unless necessary. Which, I don't know, I guess the extent of the plan is just hide and hope that the shark people leave? Like, oh, shark people are going to look around, they find no one, and they don't know how to fly this plane, so they'll just leave us, right? Yeah, I gotta question this plan. And the redhead girl, she's still alive, so I was right to choose her as one of the people I decided to name. And she's hiding underneath a table, trying to be very quiet as a shark person. I think a shark man. I don't know. Not close enough to see if he's got boobs or not. So I shouldn't just automatically assume it's a shark man. So the shark person is nearby, and she tries to crawl out, but she hits the end of the table, which knocks over a can, and the shark person turns around, and we see her pulled away, assuming that the shark person has gotten her and eaten her. And then the shark person kills some other dude who was doing something, because he was very excited because he got something finished. That was, I guess, part of the plan, but oh! He got killed. And then the shark person's about to kill Ricochet, but here comes Commander Blonde, and she surrenders. Fantastic plan she's got here, because they're all gathered up, surrendered, and the shark leader's there, and Commander Blonde's all like, please let us help you, let us go, and we'll go back to Earth and get supplies and come back and help you with your colonization, which is totally awesome, and yeah, just let us go and you stay here and you don't conquer Earth. And the leader is kind of like, yeah, how about this plan? I do conquer Earth. Which, I can see her side of things, at least as far as this negotiation goes. Cause yeah, like we could let the humans go, but can you really trust the humans to then come back with supplies? No. No, you really fucking can't. So I understand why the shark leader did not take up that offer. So the people who are left, for the record, it's Commander Blonde, Ricochet, the Russian guy, and the Russian shark daughter. And they're trying to figure out, like, we need some sort of plan. Like, maybe if we just escape this ship and get to the Russian ship, which, I mean, the Russian ship isn't very strong, or else he would have fucking left, or at least tried to leave a long time ago. Um, but of course, he also didn't know how or where to fly the rocket ship, so yeah, that might have been part of the issue. But it looks like they won't be able to get out, because here comes big motherfucking woman bodybuilder shark, and she's gonna destroy them. But she gets stabbed from the back, and it's Buff DJ Qualls. He is here to save the day, and he's eaten by the other shark man. Oh, I mean, that was fun while it lasted. He had his big hero moment, I guess. So Commander Blonde then kills the other shark man with the spear, and he pukes up the hand of the one guy that he killed, who had a USB. That's what he was doing. He was downloading the flight plans to the USB. And apparently, I mean, did he only eat the arm? I don't know how. I was gonna say, like, that's kind of ridiculous, but shark stomachs are like that, right? Because, sometimes, like, after a shark's dead and they do an autopsy, they can find, like, just entire parts of, like, a human body or just random garbage, because their stomachs don't really digest the way our stomachs do. Or they're very slow digesting, something like that. So, yeah, I guess the hand with the USB port could still be there. So they're like, we've got it. Now we just get to the Russian ship and we can get to Earth and we can warn people that the shark people can't be trusted. Which I think is kind of beautifully naive. Like, I don't know if the plan was that the shark people are going to go to Earth and pretend to be benevolent and sneak attack and then take over, and people are just going to trust this. Like, who the fuck is going to see, like, a walking shark from outer space and be like, let's listen to what they have to say. I think we can trust them. Fuck no. That spaceship comes, and the moment they see there's flying sharks, that bad boy's getting blasted out of the Earth. They are fucking then arrested, anyone that lives, and tortured and experimented on it. That's the way human beings are. So now it's time for them to make their escape. And they gotta do it quick, because the ship is already, like, rising up. And, if they wait too long, they're fucking dead. I guess. Because if you think about it, like, oh, yeah, I mean, if it's too far and they jump off, and since there's no gravity, they're not going to really, like, fly down, so they're just going to be stuck in space and explode, or whatever happens to people who are just floating in space. And so, yeah, so they jump, and the last one to make the jump is the shark daughter. But before she can make the jump, here comes the leader, the shark leader, Queen. And she's upset because she sees, like, the dead shark bodies everywhere. And while she's distracted, Shark Daughter hits her with the shovel. I don't know why she just doesn't, like, stab her. Like, it's the spear thing. So why not just fucking stab her? No, she hits her, causing her to fall out of the spaceship, which means now there's no one left in the spaceship and no one's piloting it. So it's just going to be kind of like going off in outer space that one day someone will come upon that and they'll wonder what the fuck happened and see all this blood and see the corpses of the dead shark people, and they're going to be frightened and not know what to do. But Shark Daughter, she manages to land on her feet. Shark Leader does not. Because I guess she probably got knocked out enough that she was unconscious on the fall. Or maybe sharks just don't have the balance to kind of hit the landing. I don't know. But, again, no time to celebrate, because here comes a horde of shark people. And I don't know, I think you hold up the shark leader's body and be like, fuck you, I am your new leader. And remember, they got the Shark Daughter. So she is, part shark person. Or she's completely shark person. She's just got a weird ratio. But she still counts as a shark person. There's no half shark person. Even though I still think that the Russian fucked a shark person. So she would be half shark person. Which would make her 3/4 human and 1/4 shark. I think. I don't know. I have not done the genealogy on that. But I think she has the rightful claim to be the new leader. Just chop off the head of the old leader, hold it up, and be like, I am your new leader, motherfuckers. So as the Russian, ha ha ha, wow, it took me this long into the movie to make that joke. As they're running away, the Russian, he remembers that he's got nitroglycerin, and nitroglycerin can go boom. So he has this plan that if he gets in a ship with the nitroglycerin and flies it into the middle of the moon, and which apparently has magma. Does it really? I know the Earth does. It's got at the core just fucking magma and just complete 5 billion degrees. Is the moon the same way? Because I always assumed that the moon was cold, just straight through. Just kind of straight, sort of cold rock like the surface. But I don't know. I don't think I was in class today that we learned about the center of the moon. And so, that's his plan. But Ricochet's because the plan, actually, I didn't tell the full plan of why he's doing this. Because it's going to send magma up to stop the spaceship. Because apparently there's still some sharks on there. So, yeah, we gotta stop them. And Ricochet, he's worried because that magma comes up. Not only is it going to stop that ship, it's going to kill them. And, what are you going to do? But, of course, that's kind of a moot point of whether or not the magma kills you. Because, think about it. Your spaceship is currently being flown by sharks, and the plan is to destroy that spaceship by using the only other spaceship there and destroying that spaceship. So you're fucked, Ricochet. You're dead, no matter what. So make the sacrifice to at least save the Earth from the evil shark people. Because people are too stupid and will trust the human people, will trust the shark people, and it will not end well. So destroy the shark people. And the Russian does exactly that while playing a record of 50s rock or something. Because, if you're going to die, at least play some music you love. And he flies the plane to the center of the moon and blows shit up. Okay, I have absolutely no fucking clue what just happens here. So, Russian guy, he flies his ship into the center of the moon. Meanwhile, Ricochet, Commander Blonde, and the Shark Daughter, they're fighting off whatever sharks are left coming at them, including the queen leader shark, which should have killed her when you had the chance. And I'm not even sure what she's doing because she's there with her giant, like, shark bear or whatever the fuck that thing is supposed to be. And it looks like she's throwing the corpses of other shark people into it to feed it. And she's kind of walking. And I don't know if she sees the other people or not. And there's just magma just shooting everywhere. And I don't know if it's the shark bear or just some other giant shark gets caught in one of these magma blasts, shooting it into the air through space, going all the way to Earth, burns up upon entry, and a raft lands in the water, and there's Shark Daughter, Ricochet, and Commander Blonde. How? I don't fucking know what happened. It just... I don't remember this being part of the plan, but in fairness, I couldn't pay too much close attention to the plan because there was a lot of big science words used. But we don't see any of this fucking shit happen. I don't even know where they got a raft from. At no point did we see a raft. Why would you have a raft on the moon anyhow? Were you expecting to find unknown water? Over on the dark side of the moon, I guess. There might be a river or a lake, so you'd need a raft. Where the fuck did the raft come from? Why did they have a raft? And how did they get the raft? And the shark just ate the raft and the people, and I didn't see any of it. And I rewound it to make sure that I didn't miss something. And no, I did not fucking miss something. I don't know. Why would you have a raft on the moon? Looks like the characters are just as confused as I am about what happened. And how is the Shark Daughter, like, alive? She was born on the moon, and she has gills. Which, now that I think about it, that's not very useful for her on the moon either. Because the moon doesn't have water. So where would she be swimming that can breathe with her gills? Or are the gills like helping her to breathe moon air? But apparently now she's on Earth and she can breathe oxygen. Which, I mean, I guess if she's half human, half shark, and half human, she's got lungs, I guess. She must if she can breathe in the oxygen. But that's not the end of it. Because suddenly, she's pregnant. Through apparently asexual reproduction. It's hit her. It's that time. And she pops out a baby. One baby as far as I could see. Thankfully, like, really fucking quick pregnancy. She's suddenly got pregnant and within, like, a couple minutes popped the baby out. And they're all like, oh, it's adorable. And then it bites Ricochet. And he deserves it. Because he's an ass. And jumps into the water. And then, like, fucking gremlins or something, it multiplies while it's in the water. And there's all these little shark babies. And the shark daughter's like, I gotta take care of my babies. And she jumps into water for some reason. Which, I mean, I would think, like, it's to get the shark baby. But all the shark babies are at the surface. I don't know how the other ones came. Like, this one shark baby, I mean, maybe she popped out more. But underwater or something. I don't know. There's lots of shark babies, and Commander Blonde is like, we're fucked. And end scene. Because we are all fucked. The shark babies will grow up to be shark people and take over. And if the podcast you're on starts singing different tunes, I'll see you on the shark side of the moon. Yes, that was Shark Side of the Moon. And looking through the credits, is from the asylum. So I don't know. I guess the Asylum has like decided to like cut ties with Sci-Fi Channel maybe, and is now going to be making movies for Tubi, which is fucking awesome. I'm excited because the Asylum is like, really the Asylum isn't that good. Like they actually have a pretty bad like hit to miss ratio. But when they hit, oh boy, do they hit well. And Shark Side of the Moon is a miss. I'm just, I don't know. If you like the Asylum's other shark outings, then you probably will like this. But I don't think it's on the upper tier of bad shark movies. So, if this is your first time listening, velvetowl@hotmail.com if you have comments or you want to suggest something for me to watch. Or if you're listening on YouTube, you can leave a comment in the comment section. Wherever you're listening to, hit like if there's a like button, hit subscribe so that you can subscribe and make sure you don't miss another episode. I'm not sure who wants to make sure they never miss another episode, but I've got like 40 subscribers on my YouTube channel. So someone is wanting to make sure that they're up on new videos I post. Till next time, I'll see you on the shark side of the moon. Yes, I realize I already made the joke. And I want to thank the Living Brain Dead for providing the official theme song for Velvet Owl Watches Movies So You Don't Have to. It's called Never Fuck with Catgirls, and you can get it at livingbraindead.com, which you should totally do. They are not paying me for this, so I shilled them out of my love for the music.